Welcome back to Building and Beauty. We're continuing with the floors today.
It's only been a 2-week break. You know.
We've had a little bit of a break because we've been working on the office. If you did not see the office makeover, definitely go check it out. It was so much fun and we are so enjoying our new office, but it is back to flooring today. So we're gonna be working on the entryway. We still have the kitchen to do. We have bedrooms to do. We have a lot to still tackle.
And we still have a lot of other stuff to do today. So it may only be a short little bit, but we're gonna get back into the groove of it.
Without further ado, you ready? Woo, woo, let's go. Let's go. I shared with you guys a few months back my love for June's Journey. It's one of my favorite games to play. June's Journey is a hidden object mystery game where you step into the shoes of a detective. And it's set in the glamorous 1920s and it's an immersive journey filled with mystery, intrigue, and stunning hidden object scenes. Each new scene takes you further through a thrilling murder mystery story. One of my favorite parts of the game is as you progress and earn various rewards, you get to build and decorate your very own island. Of course, that would be my favorite part because I love decorating, but in all seriousness, this game is so much fun and my island is coming together so beautifully. I'm really proud of all the progress I've made. And I also love that you can visit other players' islands to get inspiration as to how they've decorated. I love this game because it's not just about finding objects, it's about piecing together clues, solving puzzles, and uncovering secrets that will keep you on the edge of your seat for the entire game. I also find it to be a really great way to unwind and relax at the end of the day. I love to play it before I go to bed at night. So if you're ready to unleash your inner detective and embark on an unforgettable adventure, then go ahead and download June's Journey today and let the mystery solving begin. You can download June's Journey for free by clicking the link below in the description or scanning the QR code on the screen here. June's Journey is available on Android and iOS mobile devices as well as on PC through Facebook Games. Thank you so much to June's Journey for sponsoring today's video.
Are you so excited to see me scoring this trim?
I am so excited. I cannot wait to get rid of this trim. So if you guys missed it, we put around the office, we put our new door casing in and it is so pretty. I am obsessed.
I feel good. Woo! I feel good. Let's go. I feel good. I feel good. I feel great. Way I'm feeling, I can run a 4-2.
Next up, we have to clean out this closet. Luckily, it's not too bad.
Yeah, there's no skeletons in our closet.
That's good. That's definitely a good thing.
But there's plenty of
stuff in here, so we got to get all this cleared out so we can lay the flooring in here. Yeah. Let me know if you guys have been with me since I redid these doors.
Man. This is a whole
This was like this might have been like my second or third video on YouTube was doing these doors.
Oh, where you changed it from a shutter door to a straight farmhouse door.
So
that's right.
It's a fun trick. It's a really fun trick and they've held up and been beautiful, but I do see a makeover in my near future. We're just gonna keep redoing old things that I did. But anyway, let's get it all cleaned out.
Look at how many, we have so many coats, it makes our bar bend.
I know, I can't believe that it's
so many coats in backpack.
Why do we have this many coats? We live in Arizona. Like we do not need
we live in the Valley of Arizona. You get to use these maybe 1 month a year.
Yeah,
and we only use 2 of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marker, when was the last time you played lacrosse?
Well, no, I use it to play fetch with the dogs when I can find it.
Oh. Reasons. His reasons for needing to keep things. Yeah.
Yeah, this water's so blue, I'ma catch a wave. Yeah, I'm in the best mood, give me something great. You know that I feel good. Doing things I never thought I could. Smiling in the mirror, I look good. Like I should. I feel brand spanking new, I don't know about you, I feel good. Aiming for #1, yeah, I'm a chart topper. I'm hitting home runs, I'm such a showstopper. Shining like a diamond, blessings right on the horizon. Only see that silver lining, yeah, this must be perfect timing. Good energy, always taking over me when we get together.
First cut of the day, officially down.
That didn't work out.
Well, that looks like it's another side piece for something else.
Looks like I'm gonna try that again. I don't know why.
You know what? It probably wasn't ready anyways.
I let go of it.
I probably didn't measure it right.
I'm sorry.
It was probably not going to fit anyways.
It probably was going to fit perfect.
It was probably going to be the worst slice
I just wanted
ever.
you to measure it twice. was what I was hoping for. Sorry.
It's okay. We
Dang
got plenty
it.
of tapping blocks.
Dang it.
I'm moving through the heat. This room is hazy. Keep running through the lights inside my head. I find myself a drink, and now it seems I'm 6 or 7 deep. Good God, I'm gonna feel this in the morning, but I don't care right now. I'm gonna keep this party going, so light me up. So light me up. So light me up.
I wanted to share one more quick little tip with you guys. So when we get to the end of
The easiest thing to do is
part
take
right
out
here.
the window completely, and then that way you can hit through the window and the door.
That's
And then you can really get your piece in. So just smash that window out.
really good advice
No,
from Mark.
Then make this really good pull bar.
So this is a pull bar, and so when you get to the end of your row like this, where you can't use, like you can't be tapping anymore, you put this down. You guys have probably seen us using it a bunch by now, and you put this down, you tap against this way, and then it's gonna pull that piece in. But when you get to this, you don't wanna break off the lip, otherwise the boards aren't gonna snap and hold together. So what Mark and I like to do is take an extra spare piece of a board, we put it down here, and then we use the tapping block here. And then, because Mark and I are a little bit OCD and we're trying not to damage our floor, we put an extra piece of flooring underneath the bar, and then you can tap against it, and then you don't have damage everywhere. What's really cool about this flooring, they want you to use the flooring as your tapping block to install the flooring, because the floor is so strong that it can handle us whapping it like over and over and over again. We do break them after a while, but they're really, that's how
And
strong
I think
it is.
the other thing is with flooring, you kind of want to do that in general, because then your connections, when you're tapping against it, you're not breaking a connection.
Yeah.
You're putting a connection on top, a female to male connection, to then put force across it evenly, instead of just hitting
Boom,
that
boom, boom,
edge
boom.
so hard
Yeah.
and breaking the edge of the board that you just laid down. So really nice.
Yeah, so that's kind of our little trick when we get to difficult spots like this.
It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to be alive.
Here's my weird piece. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna fit.
How would you describe that shape?
It's weird.
Wonky?
It's a little weird.
Wonky
Let's
weird?
see, are we ready? I feel nervous. Nice. Which end? Oh, right there.
Yeah, there's a hammer
That's
right
it.
behind you, or a dead blow. Both of them are.
Yay! This, and then you have that piece, or you have
Just
that
a
piece.
piece?
Perfect.
Or just a piece? Look at that.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's like I measured correctly.
It's like you
Such a
measured
good
correctly.
feeling.
And you don't even have to get tightened in. That
No.
That seal is pretty dang tight.
It's tight.
We could do the kissing giraffes.
That's a cute one.
We on top of the world, about to jump above it. Take it straight to the moon, 'cause we know how to rock it. Ain't no thing you can do, ain't no way to stop it. Now you're feeling it too, let's get it started. Throw your hands in the air while the beat is dropping. Acting like you don't care when everybody's watching. Just keep whipping your hair like that, you got it. Yeah, you're feeling it too, let's get it started. I'm ready. Let's get it.
So it's the next day, and we're starting a little late because I had an issue with my calculator this morning. It just wasn't adding up.
Shut up. Oh
It just wasn't adding up.
You and your dad jokes, I swear. So it is the next day, and we are starting on to get into the hallway, which is, it feels like monumental to get to this point. But what we have to do today is we actually have to, we can do like a couple boards in here, but we have to glue them down and let them dry. So then we're gonna work over here, and you know, we just kind of have to go in phases. And if you guys have been keeping up on the whole journey, we shared that this row right here had to be, we glued this down. And the reason that we glued this down is so that way we could lay all this flooring up against it. Because if it's just floating there, it's just gonna like go all over the place.
Since we had to lay against it,
yeah,
to tap on it, you can't hold it in place while you're tapping. It's just too much force.
It's too much pressure and everything. If you're doing this yourself and you have a plywood subfloor, then I would highly recommend that you could put down a straight board and you could screw that to the ground, get it straight, and then you could tap against it. But concrete floors are a different animal, okay? So some of you were commenting on that video when we were gluing these down, and you were like, well, if you glue it down, then it's not a floating floor. And it's like, correct. Like we've said, in the real world, where
the whole thing would float and everything's easy to
your
run.
house is not the instruction manual, you kind of have to work with what you have. So many moments in our videos lately where I feel like you guys are writing in the comments, Kylie, where's your safety glasses? And you guys are monitoring me just as much as I try to monitor myself, okay? So it's always a work in progress. I'm always trying to be safe and do things in a safe way, so.
The fun thing about glue is it's, when you get glue on yourself or on your skin, it's just an exfoliator, you know? It peels off that next layer of skin.
Yeah, exactly. So we've come to a situation.
Well, we thought we could mask the concrete hump that we need to grind down.
Yeah.
It got a little too flexy here, and now it's way too flexy all the way out here.
Yeah.
So this piece, even if we were to snap it in, because it's got that much of a leeway,
so much pressure.
It'll have so much pressure on that piece over time, it will definitely pop. Even if it's between two pieces, it'll pop out. I think we have to take that one up, and this one up, and this one up. It's gonna be hard to grind this off with this right next to it anyways.
Yeah. Guys, I don't want to use the grinder because it's so messy. It's just like a poof of dust, literally.
You're just gonna have to shop vac it or I'd grind it.
It's just such a mess. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know.
How do we know?
How do I know that? Oh, because I sanded all of our floors in this house and we grinded the floors and we did so much to the floors when we prepped them for, when we were painting them. And I just have to tell you, it's this very specific smell. It's a very I don't even know how to describe the smell of grinding concrete. It's not a great smell. It sets off the smoke detectors usually, and it makes a giant mess. So it's definitely on my list of like least favorite things to do. Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
Now, is Mark 7 feet tall? Probably not. Oh, but he is. No, I'm not 7 feet. I'm only like 8 foot.
So I have to tell you guys, when we had the extra concrete poured for our steps here to square them off, we hired that out. So the guys had to grind our floors. The guy that was doing it he was in here, he was yelling. He was like, "Oh, it make me so mad!" And I was like, I know what you're feeling. I know exactly what you're feeling.
We had to seal it off last
Luckily-
minute, and we started putting fans in here and blowing it out for
Yes,
them.
because it was just like.
I don't think they were expecting it to be that closed off in here.
And luckily we had tarped all of our furniture the night before, just as a preventative measure.
Yeah.
And that morning I was like, thank goodness we did that.
Yeah.
So also another quick short story. When Mark and I were doing the floors, it was like 10 o'clock at night. We're in here sanding and grinding our floors. And all of a sudden we had this, like all the smoke detectors were going off in the house. So we had the house like tarped off. We're freaking out. We think there's a fire somewhere. And
turns out
there was a sensor in our AC, like return is right here. There was a sensor in the return that goes to the outside of the house.
That has an outside alarm to alert your neighbors
If your house
that
is
your
on
house
fire.
is on fire, in case you're not there. We didn't know it was a thing.
No.
So all of a sudden we're like, oh my God.
We were like, where
It sounded like
is this freaking alarm
it was
going
almost
off?
like one of those tornado, like that loud of a tornado alarm
it's like,
going off. 10 o'clock at night. So I go out there and I'm like, I don't know how to stop this. So we just snipped it.
We had to snip the wires. Don't do that. But we did it because we couldn't get it to shut up. And none of our neighbors came to see if we were okay. And I'm like, our house could have been burning down.
That's good. I don't need
Okay.
other people over here.
The adventures of DIY home renovation that you get to experience. Yeah.
I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna work down to that.
It's a revolution. Come together for a revolution. Are you ready for a revolution?
I guess this is as good a time as any to talk about not skimping on attachments. So back when we needed an angle grinder, there were safety attachments that you can get where it has like a vacuum hose over it, with the vacuum attachment, so that way any stuff you're grinding up around it, it kind of encased it, sucked it right up. And there were mixed reviews on it, but because there were mixed reviews at the time, we thought, we don't need that. We'll just have someone with a hose right there,
Yeah.
vacuuming it up.
Yeah.
Also, it would help if we had a wet grinder. That would help out with that too, but you do with what you got, right?
How many of you thought I was being dramatic when I said it's an absolute mess and I hate doing it? How many? I want to know in the comments right now, and then you can tell me I was not dramatic, okay? It's obviously like a freaking mess. And also, my favorite part that we have to do is clean all the walls now, because it just sticks to the walls. You can literally clean them after and you can see all the dust on the walls. So it's like a whole house deep clean is gonna be in our future. This hallway strikes again, doesn't it? We're discovering...
As long as this is the hardest part of the entire install, then we should be fine.
Yeah, then we'll be okay.
So-
Okay, so what's happening
We
here?
had installed these two when we had put these two glued down
Yeah.
into the hallway, right? So we had these two down, and these two had a hard time going in.
Yes.
And that's what made us wonder
Question.
about these, because then when we started putting these in, it was a big hump, it was having a big issue. Well, we grinded it down, and it cleared it in one spot, but we noticed that, because per flooring regulations, you're not supposed to be more than 3/16 of an inch difference in height over the span of 10 feet in every direction.
Right.
Well, we grinded this area down,
Let me come down here so you guys can see
and
the
watch
level.
this. So it looks level, right? Nope.
Nope. Look at that.
See that? And if you come out here, it's up over here too, which means this entire portion right here, even if we bring it back here, look at how
Yeah.
much of a difference that is.
Right, it's-
That's almost like a quarter
to a half of an inch.
It's not even about the area that we ground down, like that we grinded
it's the fact
down.
that this entire pad of concrete still needs to come down.
Okay, so what we have to do is grind down this whole half of the house. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, if we wanted to grind it down, we would have to grind down from literally here to here.
Yeah,
and
easy.
try and make that enough where it's under 3/16 of an inch in elevation between the two. Other option that you have with concrete that we've been looking at and researching is we can take up the 4 boards that we just laid down.
Again.
We can tape up under boards where we don't want it to hit, and what we do is we thin set and we trowel it out, where we try and make it as flat as possible over the course
this whole
of
span.
Basically from there to those boards and from here into the doorway.
But this is such a high traffic area. Like there's no way, like I think we got to do it right.
It's definitely not being done tonight. We got too much other things to do. I think this might be put on hold. Like we might sand it, thin set it, and then just start laying into the kitchen. To continue working on the floors, because the floors have to continue.
You just want to put it off altogether.
No, I mean, to thin set it, it's got to take a day or 2 to cure.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't just cure in like 2 minutes.
No, that's true.
We have to make sure that the dogs don't touch it and that we're not walking on it over any course of time. So it needs to cure.
Yeah.
So that means that we're gonna pull it all up. We're gonna have to sand it down, and then we're gonna have to, for the next couple of days, just start in the kitchen. Get that done.
I'm going to end today's video here because, as you can tell, Mark and I have a few things to figure out when it comes to the hallway. We're definitely gonna have some trial and error. I think that we're gonna do something to fix the kind of dust collection, because it looks like we are gonna have to grind the floors again. You know, the fun things that you go through when you go through DIY projects at home. But Mark and I are always up for a good challenge. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video today. Just a reminder to check out June's Journey. I will leave the link in the description below. Like I said, it is one of my favorite games. I love it so much. And the last time I talked about it, so many of you wrote in the comments that you love it too. So if you haven't tried it, I definitely encourage you to do so. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.